everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we will see the fundamental concepts in engineering economics. So the topics that we're gonna see today are what is meant by goods, utility, what is meant by value, wealth, consumption, wants, factors of production, and law of diminishing marginal utility. Let's start with goods. In general, we know what is meant by goods. So goods are the items that satisfy human needs. These goods are available in scarce. The main duty of an economist is to distribute these goods which is available in scarce to all the humans. Next we will see utility. Utility is defined as the worth or the value of a good or a service. It is the total satisfaction or benefit obtained from consuming a good or a service. Next, let us see what is meant by needs. Needs is a state of deprivation. It is a state of being in want of something. Needs are the things or the products which are essential for human survival. Needs can be a physical need, social need, or it can be an individual need. For example, a self need is the creativity, spontaneity, acceptance, or the knowledge. The psychological needs can be food, water, shelter, clothing, etc. Social needs can be being loved, belonging to some society, friendship, having a family, sense of connection. These can be termed as social needs. Let's see wants. Want is a product or a service which are desired by a customer that is not required for a human survival. The basic difference between needs and wants is that need is something that is very essential for a human to survive. For example, food, clothing, shelter, air, water, etc. Wants are the desires of a customer. For example, I want a car. I can live without a car, but I desire for a car, which is a want. I want food to live, but I don't want a car to live. So that is the difference between a need and a want. So want is the complete opposite of need. Certain characteristics of wants are unlimited and wants are recurring. For example, if I want to have a pizza for this meal, for this afternoon lunch, I may want to have the pizza for another meal also. So wants can be unlimited and it can recur. It can happen again. And it depends on age. For example, at an young age, I wanted a car. But when I grow older, I can want to fly in a flight. So it depends on age. Also, the wants depend on gender. Example, a boy will want for an electronic gadget, whereas a girl will want for cosmetics, like that. And the want will be based on preferences. For example, my mother prefer to buy a sari, whereas I prefer to buy a chudi. So the wants will differ on preferences. It will depend on the need of the hour. And the wants will change according to the seasons and to the culture. For example, in summer season, I want for cotton clothes, or else in winter season, I want for woolen clothes. And it is based on culture also. For wants will depend on tradition and cultures. In certain states, people will wear saris, whereas in certain states people will opt for chudis or jeans, etc. So the want will vary based on seasons, cultures, etc. And there are few types of wants. The first thing is economic and non-economic wants, and these type of wants will depend on money. For example, the economic wants are those which are bought by paying some price. For example, I pay for food, I pay for my clothes, I pay for my bike, I pay for my fuel, etc. Non-economic wants are air, water, like that. So these I cannot pay or I don't need to pay, but they are needed and sometimes it is available in abundance and hence I want for it. The next type of want are individual and collective wants. As an individual, I want for a cycle. But in a railway station, there is a group of people who collectively want for a train to go to their office or go to a tourist spot, like that. And the other type of want is necessity, comfort, and luxury. Necessity means the basic need or the basic want, like food, clothes, shelter, like that. So these necessities are can be termed as necessary wants or needs. And the next type is comfort. For example, I already have a bike, but I also want a car, which is for comfort. If I want a BMW car or a Range Rover, and then it is termed as luxurious wants. Next, we'll see what is meant by wealth and scarcity. Wealth means it is a part of income which after spending I have certain amount to save. So that savings on a gross is called as wealth. A wealth can be any land or it can be in terms of cash or it can be some sort of resources, etc. Scarcity means the goods which are available in less quantity. For example, in a musical chair, there are not enough chairs for everyone, which means the chairs are scarcely available. The next we will see the factors of production. In general, factors of production means the inputs that are required for creating a good or a service. So any good or a services needs certain factors or certain parameters that needs to be available while creating it, and those are called as factors of production. The basic factors of productions are land, labor, entrepreneur, and capital. Of course, for any good or any services to be made or to be created, these four are the basic things that is necessary for producing the goods. And the final definition, we will see what is meant by the law of diminishing marginal utility. When we consume more of an item, the amount of satisfaction produced by each additional good or the unit of that good declines. For example, when I buy a pizza and I ate it for the first time, the satisfaction level was 100%. But I again want to have a pizza, the satisfaction level becomes 75%. When I go for the third piece, the satisfaction level becomes 50. The amount of good consumed or the unit consumed is keep on increasing, but the satisfaction level is keep on reducing. That is what we call it as the law of diminishing marginal utility. So the law states that as a man gets more and more units of a commodity, the marginal utility from each successive unit will go on falling till it becomes zero or negative. It doesn't mean that since the satisfaction level is low, the consumer will stop buying the product. No, it is not like that. it means that the consumer will continue to buy the product, but the satisfactory level or the value or the happiness or the benefit that he gains from utilizing that product will be reduced. That is what we call it as the law of diminishing marginal utility. So with this, we have come to the conclusion of today's session. We have seen what is meant by goods, utilities, wealth, scarcity, law of diminishing marginal utility, the difference between needs and wants, etc. So these are the basic concepts that an engineering economist needs to know while going for or while going to be an entrepreneur. Hope this topic will be very useful to you. We will meet in the next class with a new topic. Thank you.